And then once we start, I'm gonna mute all, but right now, I'm going to keep it on in case anyone has any questions. Can everybody hear me? Yes, everybody can hear me? Okay, good. Excellent. Few more minutes, guys. And this is a yoga fusion class, so we're gonna do a lot of, we're gonna do some breathing in the beginning and we're gonna flow, and then we will do some Pilates-based moves for core strengthening and lower body strengthening. And it'll get your heart rate up, we'll burn some calories. And the best thing about yoga is clearing our minds and being on the mat and not thinking about really anything else but what you're doing. It's so good now and so important. It boosts your immune system. Any exercise does, I feel. And it's really the only thing that we can be doing now because we're all at home. So we're going on walks and we're running and we're doing a lot of stuff for ourselves and taking this time, which is great. Okay, so I'm gonna start now. So I guess you guys know because you just saw me on the schedule, but my name is Tricia and I've been teaching now for a few weeks at Odyssey. So I'm getting to know some of you. So everybody sit comfortably in a seated position in Sukhasana. I'm gonna move back so you can see me. And just bring your wrists on your knees and bring your index finger and your thumb into a circle and just start to close your eyes and start to breathe deeply, your best breathing. I'm gonna mute all. If anybody needs anything, just put your thumb up, okay? As you breathe deeply, just concentrate on your breath for now. Good. So we're gonna inhale for 3. Nice big deep inhale. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice big inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do a few more like that. Inhale from your hip flexors, through your core, your solar plexus, through your heart, lungs, and all the way up through the crown of the head chakra, and then let it out. Let out a nice big. We'll just do a few more breathing. We're going to use our breath during the practice, very important. Take a moment here to think about the intention that you'd like to set for this practice. Think about today, my intention, I'm going to offer my intention to you guys as well, is about empowerment. To feel empowered and to be empowered. What does that feel like for you? Maybe you didn't speak up when you needed to. And it is as simple as maybe you should have said something to somebody that you needed to say because you need to feel that empowered. Maybe you did something that made you feel empowered. For me, I've been working on feeling that empowerment feeling all week. So we're going to do a lot of empowerment poses by opening up our heart and our throats today. So take a minute to set your intention, whatever that may be. Maybe today you don't have one. And then take one last big deep breath in and one nice out. Good. Okay, I'm going to make my way over to the top of the mat. We're going to start in standing today, and then we're going to make our way down. Anybody can't see me, let me know. Is it good? You can all see me on the mat? Okay, great. Okay, so we're going to start with our hands in prayer in Tadasana. Our feet are grounded into the mat, really pressing in through the big toe. We are hip width apart. Our shoulders are down our back. Pelvis is tilted under. Core is really engaged towards the spine. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. We're going to inhale up. Hands in prayer, little back bend. Exhale down. Bend your knees here to find your forward fold. And straighten them for halfway lift. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten, look forward. Exhale to bend. And stay here now. You can either have your knees bent, soft bend in the knees at all times if you need, or you can have them straightened. It's your practice, your call. You decide how you want to have your knees and other poses as well. And child's pose is always available. So inhale that right arm up. Look over that right shoulder. And then exhale, thread it through that left arm. Inhale up, nice big deep breath. Look over the right shoulder. Exhale through. Inhale up. Exhale through. You're going to do 3 more. I'm just going to put some light music on. Focus on your breathing. Okay, we'll meet in forward fold. Bend your knees here as much as you need to get your hands flat on the mat. And then slowly straighten them. Let's do the opposite side. Inhale, the left arm goes up, look over the left shoulder. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale up. Exhale, thread through. Really concentrate on your breathing. Notice how good you feel after you take those nice deep breaths. Exhale through. Inhale up. We'll do 2 more. Exhale through. Inhale up. And then exhale back and comes back down to the mat. Let's step it back here, right straight into plank pose. Right from the start. So we're in plank. Our hands are spread nice and wide. We're focusing on the index finger and the thumb. And we're taking our feet and we're going to try to move them back a little bit on the ball of the feet here, right? So relax your shoulders. Your gaze is looking forward. Neck is neutral. You're engaging that core. We want a nice straight line. And just drop your knees to the mat here. Stay in that position where you were in plank. Roll the shoulders back. Lift up the heart. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine, engage the core, look between the thighs. This is cat-cow pose. We've all probably done this a million times, but today, try to use a different part of your body. So usually when I'm in cat-cow, I say use your core to bring you through. Today, maybe you want to use your shoulders a little bit more. Maybe you want to use your hips. Maybe you want to press your hands flat into the mat. So we're inhaling, lifting up the heart, tailbone to the sky, and then exhaling, rounding the spine, looking between the legs, really pressing down into the mat. Inhale, couple more at your own pace. Exhale, round. Okay, inhale. Now on the exhale, neutral spine. Take your big toes together, knees wide, drop your hips to your heels and come into child's pose. Head to the mat and really lengthen the arms. Any amount. Once you lengthen those arms, I'm just going to come and check on everybody. Once you've lengthened those arms, then you can relax them. You want to stretch and lengthen, and then you want to relax. Good. Take those hands and walk them all the way over to the right. When you walk them over to the right, you're going to keep your sit bones on your heels, and you're going to take your left hand and cross it over the right, and you'll feel that stretch all along the left side of the body. Good. Excellent. Come back to center, and then come to the opposite side. This time you're going to take the right arm and place it over the left, press into the mat, and you'll feel the stretch all along that right side. Excellent. Come back to center. And just stay there in child's pose for one more breath. And now come back onto all fours when you're ready. Curl your toes under now, so you're on the balls of the feet, and lift your hips up and back into down dog. We're in bent knees here for this down dog. Keep the knees bent. Press the hands into the mat, the knuckles, the index finger and the thumb. Focusing on the index finger and the thumb really helps you in your down dog asana. Now, slowly straighten the right leg. Slowly straighten the left. Pedal out here. This is your down dog. Continue to pedal out. You need to keep your knees bent. Keep your knees bent. Good. Now come onto the balls of the feet and take both of those feet and bring them over to the right. Yes. Well, actually here, like this. So you're on the balls of the feet, and so you're taking both feet and you're bringing them over to the right. Good. Now come into center, and then come over to the left. Come back to center, and pedal out. Now settle into your down dog here. If you want, you can move your feet up a little tiny bit to get your heels closer to the mat, if you wish, any amount. If not, keep them where they are. If you need to have a soft bend, have a soft bend. And just take three nice deep breaths here. Relax your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Long, strong arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Take your right leg, lift it up nice and high. Bend the knee, open the hip. The sole of the foot is pressing towards the floor, stacking it over. Try to keep the shoulders square. Keep that right leg straight now. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Inhale that right leg, knee to nose. Hover here. Take that right leg and bring it through both hands. Now, from here, we're going to straighten that front leg and bend. Straighten. Inhale. Exhale to bend. Good. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Release the left leg. Straighten the right leg out. Bring the hands behind the heel. See if you can slowly come down. Hover over that right leg. Any amount. Come back into that low lunge, Anjaneyasana, and bring your hands to your thigh, that right thigh, and really sink down here. Good. Beautiful. Take your hands, bring them behind you, clasp the heels of the palms together, press them down any amount, lift up your heart. sink down into this pose. Make sure that the right leg is not going right or left like that. You want it over your ankle and you want it in line with the second toe. So lean back if you can, a little bit, any amount. Lift up your heart, relax your shoulders, and breathe. Empowerment. Breathe. One more nice deep breath. Good. Exhale back down to the mat. Take that right leg, step it back into plank pose. Scooch those feet back a little bit more to give you more length in the plank. Come onto your knees. Tops of the feet flat. Chest, chin, come all the way down to cobra. Now elbows to ribs. Come on up. Breathe. Maybe come up a little bit more. Maybe straighten your arms a little bit more. And then exhale down. Elbows to ribs. Curl the toes under. Come back into down dog. Bent knees to start. Notice where you are in down dog when your knees are bent. That's where you want to be if you decide to straighten them. Pedal out. Your down dog. Inhale that left leg up nice and high. Come onto the ball of that right foot. Bend the knee, bend that left leg. Open the hip. Stack it over the right. Shoulders are square. Inhale, that left leg is up. Now take it, bring it towards your nose and hover. Bring it through both hands. If you need help, wrap your hands around that ankle. Release the right leg. And now straighten the left into runner's lunge. Any amount you come over. Try to get a little closer each time. I'm going to come and take a look at you guys. Good. Excellent. So over here, you can also lift up your toes. We didn't do that on the other side, but that's okay. You can bring them toward you. And then bend that front knee. Take the hands like we just did. Bring it onto the left thigh. Really sink down here. You can really sink down in this low lunge pose. Take the hands, bring them behind you. Clasp them, heels and palms together. Press down, open your hearts. Breathe. Good, exhale back down. Take that right leg, step it up to meet the left. Inhale all the way up. Hands to heart center. Inhale up. Good, small back bend. Exhale down. Bend your knees. Inhale, flat back to straighten. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, look forward. We'll do this one more time. Exhale. And then slowly straighten your leg. Take that right leg, step it back, big step. Nice big step. Getting ready for a high lunge. So let's start, we're come straight to our hips here in high lunge. Bend that front knee. That back leg is nice and straight. Inhale, arms up, nice and high. Now drop that leg, 45-degree angle, that foot. Dig into the side of the right foot. We're going into warrior one. So you're in high lunge, you drop the foot, you're in a 45-degree angle, really digging into the side of that right foot. Front leg is bent, hips are square. Inhale those arms up nice and high. And breathe. Shoulders are relaxed. We're lifting our hearts, pressing into the side of the right foot. Now open up into warrior two. So heels are aligned. Front heel is lined up with the back. Warrior two, that front knee is bent, that arms are straight, shoulders are down, looking over the fingertips of that left arm. Sink down even a little bit more. Good, beautiful. Let's hold this here now. Think about where we are. Breathe, inhale, exhale. So lower belly is engaged, inner thigh is engaged, both inner thighs. Tailbone draws down. We sink down maybe a little bit more and breathe. Now inhale, straighten that front leg, bring the hands up together in prayer. Exhale to come down. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Maybe sink down a little bit more each time. Inhale to come up, relax your shoulders. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Good. Hands come on the hips. That front leg, the heel comes in and the toes stay out. That right leg, heels are in, toes are out. We're in goddess squat now. So you changed your position on your mat. Good. So sink down a little bit more. And when you come down, just adjust your hip flexor. Tilt that hip under, tilt that pelvis under. Good. Now maybe sink down a little bit more. Bring the hands out to goddess and let's sink down a little bit. We're going to do goddess pulses. So just slow, controlled pulses up and down in goddess. Few more. Your legs are going to start to shake a little bit, but that's okay. Try to keep those elbows up nice and high. Good. Excellent. Okay, now hands on hips and just bring it up and then bring it down. When you come up, you can squeeze up, come down. Good. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. Use your inner thigh, use your core, use your glutes. Exhale down. Two more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Stay here now. Take that left forearm and that right arm comes over your right ear. Look with your gaze underneath your right armpit. You can bring your index finger and thumb into a mudra by making a circle. Good. Exhale, switch sides. Really feel that stretch. Relax your shoulders when you do this and keep the goddess pose. Look underneath that left elbow. I'm sorry, that left armpit. Exhale, come back to goddess again. Hands on hips. Come onto the right ball of the foot, left ball of the foot, and see if you can come all the way up. Now come all the way down, back into goddess. Bring your feet, straighten out your legs, bring your feet parallel to each other now. So they're both parallel, both legs are straight. Good. Hands are on the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Good. From here, we're going to hinge from the hips down into wide-legged forward fold. Any amount. You can have a soft bend in the knee or no bend. It's your choice. Stay here in this wide-legged forward fold. Once you've gotten there, your toes can even be a little pigeon-toed. Grab onto that right ankle with the left hand and then inhale, that right arm comes up, looking over that right shoulder. Exhale down. Take that right hand, wrap it around the left ankle. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale down. Now from here, if you want to go a little deeper, you can bend your knees and just see if you can get your head on the mat here. Just play a little bit. If anybody has a headstand or a handstand, they can do it. They can go for it. If not, they can stay here in wide-legged forward fold. See if you can get a little deeper though, by just getting that head onto the mat. Good. Okay, now slowly, let me see where everybody is. Good, beautiful. Good. So slowly straighten the legs when you come up, slowly. And let's make our way back to the top of the mat. Take that left leg now, step it back into plank pose. And now let's take our vinyasa. You can either use knees, chest, chin, which is what we did in the beginning, or you can do Chaturanga, upward facing dog. So I'm going to cue for Chaturanga, 2 inches from the mat, elbow to ribs. Come straight into upward facing dog. Hands and feet are the only things that are on the mat. Shoulders are back, heart is lifted. Exhale, down dog. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Now you can either jump or hop to the front of the mat. If you're gonna hop, bend your knees, use your core, really scoop that core, try to get nice and springy, and jump to the top of your mat. You can always cheat too, and then just walk up to the top. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, good. Inhale. Exhale down. Swan back down. Inhale, bend your knees much as you need to. Uttanasana. Exhale, halfway lift. Inhale again. Uttanasana. Exhale, halfway lift. Inhale, Uttanasana. Take that left leg, step it back. Nice big step. We're going into high lunge. So get yourself set up, your alignment, and then come straight to your hips into that high lunge that we did on the other side. That back, so we were just there. So now maybe we can even have a better high lunge on the opposite side. So that back leg is straight now. That front leg is bent. Watch your knees. Hips are square. Inhale, arms up. Relax your shoulders and breathe. Now drop that back foot. Warrior 1 legs. 45-degree angle in that back foot. Digging into the side of the foot. That front leg is bent. Taking up a lot of the mat. Square hips. Inhaling up. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Relax the shoulders. Okay, bring it out, open out to warrior 2. Front leg is bent. Look over those left fingertips. Making sure that that left knee is not going in or out, it's over that second toe. Breathe. Sink down a little more, maybe close your eyes even. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come down. Inhale to come up. Exhale down. Relax your shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now hands come on the hips. That right leg, heels come in, toes come out. Same thing as the left. You guys stay where you are. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. And we're going to do goddess again. So we're going to sink down. You can have your hands in prayer, or you can have goddess arms out, however you wish. But we're going to do little pulses. Sometimes prayer. We could do prayer on this side since we did goddess on the other. So little pulses. Press the thumbs together. Relax your shoulders. Really engage that lower belly. Slow, controlled movements. Few more. Breathe. Okay, now just stay into steady goddess. Take the left forearm, bring it onto that left thigh. Look underneath that right armpit and breathe. Come onto the opposite side. Good. Look underneath that left armpit. You feel the fire in your thighs. Breathe. Come back to center. Come all the way up. Press the hands in prayer. Come all the way down. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Make it count. Really use the upper, the core, and that lower body. The thighs, the glutes, the core to the spine. As you come up, squeeze. Exhale down. Good. Inhale up. Relax your shoulders. Good. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Close your eyes if you wish. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now this time, come onto the right ball of the foot, left ball of the foot, and come all the way up. Good. Hands onto the hips. Bring the toes in now so that they're parallel and almost a little pigeon-toed for wide-legged forward fold. Hinge from the hips, always in this position, and slowly come down. This time, we're going to take our hands, we're going to bring them behind us, heels of palms together, clasp them behind us, and lift them up any amount. And breathe. One more nice deep breath. Good. Exhale those hands back flat onto the mat. Take that right hand, wrap it around that left ankle. Inhale up. We'll go over that right shoulder. Exhale down. Same thing on that opposite side. Exhale down. Now let's make our way back to the front of the mat. And let's take our vinyasa. If someone needs to take a child's pose, that's perfect. Go for it right now. Or if you want to take your vinyasa, we'll meet in down dog. Slowly lower down to chaturanga, elbows to ribs. Inhale to upward facing dog. Fingers are nice and spread apart. Lift up that heart. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take 3 nice deep breaths here. Breathe. I'm going to check on you guys. Good. Beautiful. Okay, one more deep breath. Hop or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands in prayer. Take a moment to ground yourself here. Nice big deep breath. We're going to go through some sun salutation B with chair pose, Katasana. So we're going to start straight away with our hands in prayer. And we're going to pretend we're sitting in a little, tiny little child's beach chair. You ever see any of those little beach chairs? Pretend we're going to go to sit in one. So press the palms together. You're in chair pose, Katasana. Breathe. Pretend that you have a block in between your thighs. Feel those thighs shake. Mine are shaking. One more breath. Exhale all the way down, Uttanasana. Good. Step back into plank pose. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take that right leg, warrior one, legs. Left foot is in a 45-degree angle. Right knee is bent. Inhale up. Exhale down. Step it back into plank pose. Slowly lower down, elbows to ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take that left leg, bring it up. Right leg is warrior one leg, 45-degree angle. Hips are square. Inhale, warrior one. Breathe. Exhale down. Step it back into plank pose. Slowly lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Come into child's pose, everybody. I'm going to move my mat a little tiny bit here for the next few things that we're going to do. Everybody come into child's pose, take a drink. It could be wide-legged or legs together. Good. Okay, let's come straight into plank pose here. We're going to come now into side plank. If you want to do a full side plank like this and then extend the arms, we can. If not, that right leg can be on the mat like this, and then that left leg can come up. So we have choices and we modify. So either way, you're getting great benefits. See if you can be in the side plank now. Either stacked legs also, or that front leg can come over. Breathe. Come back to regular plank. Come back over to the opposite side. Extend that right arm now. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Back to center. Come into down dog here. Lift up that right leg nice and high. Bend your knee, open your hip, and rotate that right leg all the way onto the floor. Sole of the foot flat for wild thing. Come up, lift up your torso, lift your heart and your throat, and breathe. 2 more breaths, good. Press into your knuckles to take the pressure off of the heels of the palm. Come back into plank pose. Excellent. Come back into down dog. Breathe. Lift up that left leg nice and high. Bend the knee, open the hip, and then slowly rotate that back over. Foot is flat on the floor. And then lift up your torso, open your hearts and throats, and breathe. Press into the knuckles of that right hand. Exhale back down. Good. Take another closed-legged child's pose here, everyone. Head on the mat. Relax your arms now. Just relax them. One more breath. Good. Now we're going to come into plank, but from plank, we're going to come directly into lizard. So take that right foot and bring it to the right outside of that right hand. And then that left leg is straight. Tops of the feet are on the mat. So your hands and feet all line up here. And that right foot is at the edge of the mat. And the hands are inside of that right foot. So your arm and your calf are together, snuggling together. Let me take a look at everybody before we start going into lizard. I want to make sure everybody has it right here. Okay, good. Okay, so take your right hand Bring it onto your right knee. Just open up that right knee. Nice and gentle. You might even want to do little circles with it. And as you're doing that, lengthen that back leg. Little circles. You feel that gently opening up the hip. Breathe into it. Now you can option to stay here or take both hands and bring the forearm onto the mat for lizard and just melt here. Just melt and open up those hips and breathe. If you want, you can extend your right hand inside that right calf or ankle and then have a little bind and then grab a hold of your foot. If you want to do like a little bind, or you can just keep the forearms on the mat. Just breathe, let go here. Try to let go of everything. Try not to tense anything in this pose. It's really hard that when we're in an uncomfortable position to try not to tense up. But that's the beauty of yoga. It helps us to master that and be in control of ourselves. So try to breathe into it a little bit more. A couple more breaths. Relax your shoulders. Relax whatever you're tightening up. Good. Okay, slowly come out of this. Straighten out that right leg. Bring the hands behind that right foot and just melt down into that runner's lunge. And breathe any amount. It's your practice. It's your body. You know what hurts your body. You know how to take care of your body. Never go beyond. If you feel uncomfortable, don't do it. Can't worry. That's the beauty about doing yoga in your own home on Zoom, because you don't have to worry about anyone else. It's all about you. Take your right leg, bring it back into plank pose, come into down dog, and then take the left leg now and bring it to that left hand for lizard on the opposite side. Same thing. You might notice a difference in the left side from the right side. So take your left hand, bring it onto your knee, lengthen that right leg, slowly circle that left leg, little circles, breathe. You could stay here, just like this, or you can melt down, taking the forearms onto the mat like we did on the other side. Open up, relax anything that you're tightening. Neck is neutral. Good, relax the shoulder, relax that right shoulder. Couple more deep breaths. One more. Good. Now, straighten out that left leg. Runner's lunge. Any amount, you can lift up the toes. Relax your neck. Good. Exhale. Now, we're going to lie down on the mat. We're going to take our hands behind us and just bring them straight behind us. So we're flat on the mat. And we're going to take the knees into the chest and bring them into our chest. And let's do some circles on the right. And then onto the left. Right. And then left. Take the right, both legs together, and then just bring them over to the right and just stay there like that. Don't look over to the opposite side yet, because we're going to do that in a little bit. Now take them and bring them over to the left. And then over to the right. And then over to the left. One more time. Breathe as you're doing it, inhaling and exhaling. Good. Now, have your knees bent and then extend them just like this. They can be bent or they can be straight. If they need to be bent, they need to be bent. Now take your hands, bring them underneath your buttocks. And so now your hands are underneath. And now with your core and your inner thighs, do little pulses towards the ceiling. Feet are flexed. So just take your core and use it to push you up, like you're gonna step on the ceiling. And try to breathe when you're doing it. Inhaling, exhaling. And press into the mat too. Few more. Really have those feet flexed so that you can pretend that you're stamping on the ceiling. 2 more. This is really good for the lower belly. Good. Knees to chest. Try to get yourself into the tightest ball you can and give yourselves a really big hug. Nice tight ball. Maybe even go side to side. Really tight though. Breathe. Now exhale out. Hands behind you. And now extend those legs up. This time, have them come out to the sides. Again, if you need bent knees, keep them bent. If you can get them straight, keep them straight. Take your peace fingers and grab a hold of your big toe. And just open up here. Maybe rock side to side. Breathe. But we're nice and open. Now, stay here. Again, imagine the feet stamping on the ceiling. Take the hands, bring them in prayer behind you. And you're going to lift your shoulders and you're going to bring your hands through your legs. So inhale, bring them through, scoop your core, feet are flexed, shoulders off the mat, chin to chest. Exhale down. Inhale, scoop your core. Exhale, good. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Hold it and scoop. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it here. Hold it. Good. Knees to chest. Circles to the right. Circles to the left. Take the legs and bring them all the way over to the right. Take your left arm, bring it out into a T. Take your right hand, bring it onto the outer part of that left thigh and look over that left shoulder. Sorry, that right thigh and look over that left shoulder. And breathe. See if you can melt into the mat. Not tighten, melt. Just relax. Good, come back to center and switch sides. Bring both legs over to the left. The arm comes out to the right. Melt into the mat. That left arm comes to the outer part of the right thigh. And we're going to see if we can melt on the opposite side. Maybe a little bit more on this side for some reason. Maybe it was a little bit more on the opposite side. If you want to, you can see if you can straighten those legs while you're in this position. If it's not, if you don't want to, that's fine too. You're still twisting. Twisting is great for our bodies. Breathe. Come back to center. I just want everybody to do a bridge before we go into Shavasana. So in bridge pose, bend your knees. Heels are towards buttocks. We're going to press into the floor, into the mat, and we're going to lift our torso. Then Take your hands behind you, clasp them, heels and palms together, roll that right shoulder under your torso, and then the left, and then lift up your torso nice and high, pinkies down. Sorry about my dog, I'm gonna close the door. Lift up nice and high and breathe. Bridge pose is great for your lower back. Anybody have sciatica? Try to do bridge pose even with a supported block once a day. It's excellent. Take a few more breaths. Try to stay in this bridge. If it's too much, come down and then come back up. But the most important thing about the bridge is that the heels are close to your sit bones and that your shoulders are rolled underneath the torso and those pinkies are really pressing down and you're lifting. Now you can maybe see if you can come onto the balls of your feet and breathe. And if you have wheel, go ahead and take a wheel. Pretend you have a block in between your upper thighs to make sure that your legs don't splay out. Breathe. Good. Exhale down. Excellent, everybody. Maybe take your knees again, bring them into your chest. Give yourselves a really big hug, a nice tight hug. Do little massages again to the right and to the left. And get ready for Shavasana. Legs out. Hands facing up or down, however you wish. And just breathe. Close your eyes and relax. Relax your faces. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Relax the space between your eyes. Relax your lips. And breathe. Think about your favorite place to be. Might be the ocean. It might be sleeping. Any calm, nice place. Just relax. Anytime a thought comes to your minds, push it out by breathing, concentrating on your breath. Think about how relaxed your bodies feel right now. Be proud of yourselves for showing up to this class, for doing something for yourselves today, taking care of ourselves and loving ourselves. So important. And just enjoy this Shavasana. I'm going to leave you in this Shavasana so you can really stay as long as you wish. I want to thank you all for sharing this beautiful time with me today. I'm so grateful for it. Until next time, namaste.